Hey guys, and welcome to another Hotseat time-lapse. This time it will be for the modded Crusades campaign. And by modded, I mean it has quite a few different additional factions. Mongols and Venice are still not playable, they're just there. Unfortunately, I have no idea what the name of the mod is for this Crusades Hotseat, because the mod, I think I downloaded the mod, God knows how long ago. It was like, I think I downloaded it 3 years ago, I think it was. It was a long time ago, and I have no idea what the mod was even called. But anyway, let's get into it. So, as Jerusalem, we have Rubens. As Antioch, we have Timeriot. Byzantium was first played by Norin. However, Norin had to unfortunately leave, and then your Total Master took over for a few turns. Moors was controlled by Arpi. Sicily was controlled by Tutosh the Mad. Fortunately, he didn't do a lot. Unfortunately, some of these factions were very small, and because of the Hotseat was AR, not many of them stood much chance, and I probably should have foreseen that before going ahead with it. As Scotland, we have Big Kiwi Cesar of Russia. This is what he's named himself. As HRE, we have MT Explorer. For the Turks, we have Gamer Gun EZ, who I believe left after 4 or something. I can't remember. He left quite soon, and the Turks actually died quite early on. So yeah. As Egypt, we have your Total Master, who played for a bit and unfortunately had to leave as well. And then MT took over as HRE died very early on. So there's no point. Anyway, guys, let's begin. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the end of the time-lapse. I hope you have enjoyed. It was quite exciting to see everyone kill each other. So, as the victors for this Hotseat is Antioch and Jerusalem. Main reason being is that they pretty much defeated the Byzantium's main armies. They did have quite a few armies left, however, most of the forces around here would have easily dealt with them. Byzantium did do a nice little naval invasion into Siwa. Unfortunately, it didn't go too well for them. However, obviously, that's a rebel army out there. Byzantium's main army was completely destroyed. So, it's basically why Byzantium sort of just thought, fuck it, give up. So, yeah. Obviously, quite a few forces around here. Moors is still holding in. I'll have a look at them in a moment. Moors obviously being played by RP. Unfortunately, most of his territories up here got taken, so he had to. So what he was left with was just the tribe lands and shit down in the south. But yeah, as we know, Scotland was and Milan had a fight. Milan was AI, so Scotland was around. They didn't last too long. Sicily, literally, all they did was pretty much get stuck, I believe, in Baalbek for like ages. They couldn't do anything. HRE had Damascus and died very early on. And there's a shame the small factions died very. Portugal was over here, and I believe they died. Turks died quite sooner than I expected, and I believe before the Turks died, they gave all their territories over to Egypt. Egypt then died very soon after it as well. So yeah, obviously looking at the Moors, all their control, they do have a few forts and spires and all that still left up here. The last of the forces being under control of the Sultan, who is pretty much all that's left of the armies, landlocked in that fort. Obviously, he had the Ben Khalid camps. One of his what's this? The Kufars under siege by the Hospitalers. He's got a bunch of tribe lands, and his main castle, I believe, is Aliyah. He has got a big army left. Salam and Malala. I can't pronounce these names at all. But anyway, he does have a decent force left, but there's not much he would have done. He would have eventually died, anyway. So yes, the Moorish didn't do too bad. Unfortunately, they were quite spread out. However, they did too badly. I don't think they did bad at all. Let's look at the family tree. Quite a few died, you can see. Oh, damn. Okay, quite a few died. Sultan Miswar the Watcher is all that's left of the family. You have Ziyad Akil, who died in battle. Another one died in battle in the same year. And also died in battle a year later. And then had a daughter, married and had another someone who died a year before, actually. So you have a daughter, Malika, Salim Sadi Saif, who died in battle again. Year is it? 11? Yeah, just last year. I think it was the fights up here from the the Byzantines. And Salan and Malila, who we mentioned earlier. And then we have Crown Prince Adil. So most of his main family members are up here, which isn't really good. But anyway, let's go to the next turn. Obviously, the rebels just have one settlement left. Two, sorry. Again, I should really turn off. I always turn it off, but because it's a hot seat and people send turns back, the options sort of change. Oh. So I could edit it out, but I can't be bothered. Anyway, so Antioch, let's have a look at them. Okay, so they're doing right for economy, so for the family tree. Okay, so we have Prince Mohammed the Crusader, Regent Reynold, Yves de Marseille, I can never get that right, and Reluctant Foy, little French names. So yeah, of course, most it's actually that's his fashion there, wasn't it? One of his people, Guy, got assassinated in 1174, 2 years earlier, which is interesting. Byzantium, as you can see, have quite a few big armies standing in the field. Obviously, got them over there as well. Don't have much of a navy, it seems. Now, I believe there was a stalemate, I believe, between the Byzantines and Antioch to perhaps betray Jerusalem. This was brought. I don't think it was official, but it was brought up to me by one Jerusalem player. I believe he had a feeling that the player was going to side with Antioch and betray Jerusalem. However, side with Byzantium and betray Jerusalem. However, because the Honorian left and YGWM took over, that deal was pretty null and void, and I believe Antioch. I don't really know if it was if the deal was official. Well, Jesus, I hope it's not coronavirus. But I hope I don't know if it was official, the deal, so it could have just been nothing. William Longsword there. But as you can see, Antioch's main enemy were Byzantium and the Moorish as well. Anyway, let's go to the next turn. Who is it next? Love how fast it moves. So let's go to Jerusalem. Oh, shit. I wish to come back from holiday, and I'm not. Whenever you go away on holiday, you sort of need to get used to your computer, your keyboard again. Did a bunch of generals just die of plague? No, they just had plague. Okay. Prince Guy. He had a bunch of children. Well, I say children's adopted generals. King Baldwin the Malevolent, who's damn hell of a good commander. So yeah, Jerusalem had quite a navy, I believe. Or at least they did. I think most of it's been quite. Actually, no. Here we are. Here's their main navy. Quite a few assassins. Yeah, I think their navy's very scattered about a bit. Some over there. Yeah. So most of Antioch's, not Antioch, sorry, Jerusalem's forces over in Egypt, they were preparing for an invasion against Byzantium, who had landed. I think it's a last-ditch effort to try and win the war, but unfortunately, I think Jerusalem expected it. Jerusalem as well. I think that was a it was a two. I haven't played Crusades in a while, so do excuse me. So yeah, the big army here by the king for a landing to go after him. So yeah, obviously we had hope for Venice, and the Mongols are spawning early. However, I believe the mod changed it to like turn 50 something. So and this is only turn 20, so I don't think the hot seat will last any more than 30 turns. Most hot seats last for about, if they're lucky, maybe turn 30. It's very rarely they go on any more than turn 20, but yeah. So yeah, let's go to Byzantium and see what they have left. All right. Again, it seems to be a lot of plague about. Dev stalks the land. I think that one of the generals just died of a plague. Maybe, I'm not sure what happened there. So yes, you have Emperor Manuel the Scarred. His daughter married off to Commonos, or some other guy. His other daughter married off to another general. In an effort to keep the family alive. One of the guys died in battle, I believe that was last year. Yep. One of them was assassinated the same year as well. And you got Theodora and etc. So yes, let's look at Byzantium. A lot of them seem to have a bit of plague. So there are quite a few good armies over here.
Yes.
Just a cavalry, no, not a cavalry arm. One big army in Constantinople that wouldn't be very useful. Cavalry are terrible, not resolve. I think they were fighting someone. They must have been. I believe. So yes, obviously they took control over most of modern day Georgia and Armenia and all that. I think Armenia's a bit more. So yes, Byzantium did have quite a few armies if they would have merged them together. But most of them quite battered, and I don't think they would have stood much chance. The big army I see that's close to the front line with this army, but they need troops from over there, and troops I don't really have. They did have a big battle over Nicosia and over in Cyprus, which ended in the death of most of the. I believe it was the death of that guy in battle. I believe who died. So yes, Byzantium obviously down here. Not much point. They would have died. However, it was a nice little naval invasion to try and. It's almost like Napoleon did, I believe it was. If I'm correct, I could be wrong. But anyway, guys, hope you have enjoyed this hot seat. These time lapse really. It's not really. I'm not really going for the hot seat in my review. But yes, hope you have enjoyed. The hot seat has been quite fun. I believe the next sort of Crusades hot seat we do will be on Broken Crescent, another Crusader mod as well, which is far superior to the Kingdoms. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. If you want to get involved in hot seating on my server, please do join the Discord in the description below. It is called the Frozen Order. Don't judge. And yes, that's the way you can get into hot seating on the server as well. Feel free to join a YTWM server and Hot Seating Hub. They do hot seats pretty much the same as mine, but mine's better. I'm joking. I'm kidding. They're both pretty. We all do pretty the same stuff. We're all pretty good. Hot seating. Me and YTWM are our servers are YouTube based and hot seating based. His is much more hot seating than mine, because I don't record hot seating. Apart from the time lapse, and that would be the only exception. That would be it. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed, and yeah, next hot seat will be Broken Crescent, and we will be doing time lapses for every hot seat that comes out. But anyway, enough talking. Please do get in contact. More players are better. We do appreciate it, and anyone is welcome. Absolutely anyone. But anyway, guys, hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you later.